my name is Cassie, and the topic I've chosen to discuss for the Frankenstein presentation is the issue of rejection. This was obviously the biggest issue that stood out in the novel for me and is a societal problem that still exists today. Rejection was something that the monster faced from the time he awoke due to his hideous form and huge stature. He was a freak in all senses of the word, and all because Victor did not take extra care in creating him. Although the monster was not beautiful, his creator should have given him the love and nurturing that he needed so that he had at least one person by his side that he could depend on in his life. The monster was alone from the moment Victor fled from the apartment and had to learn to care for himself and try to receive the social contact he needed to thrive. He knew nothing of spoken language or how it felt to be loved. He was not shown any example on how to deal with his hurt feelings, and in turn he became the demon Victor claimed he was. He killed Victor's younger brother, and as a result, Victor also lost Justine, whom he cared for dearly. Rejection can be chronic in some cases, such as the monster's, and last a lifetime. He knew that no one would ever truly welcome or love him because of all the negative experiences he had faced in his short existence, so that is why the monster asked Victor to create him a companion like himself so that he would feel love and acceptance. There is great importance to the effects of rejection by people, and there are consequences that follow. The number one need of every human being is to be liked and accepted by other people. I'm sure many of my classmates can agree with that. Whether it be from family members or peers, we all need that to thrive and feel acceptance. Feeling human connection is very important in many areas of a person's life. It helps us with social skills and expressing our feelings in a proper way. That doesn't mean that someone might not have anger or sadness or feel lonely, but it does help to know how to deal with the feelings in the right way and to help get through them. Having one or two friends can give a person the practice he needs to deal with his feelings. The monster reached out to the blind man, and that would have been enough for him to feel love and acceptance without being judged for his looks if his children had not come into the cottage and made him run from them. When a person is rejected, they usually retaliate in extreme ways with anger and try to hurt the ones who cause them pain. It is a vicious cycle that is hard to be broken. Even people who eventually find a place in society still have issues dealing with their anger. Rejection that seems unfair or unjustified can lead to feelings of anger and antisocial actions. The monster showed signs of aggression every time he was rejected. Mr. DeLacy's children came in the door while he was speaking with the monster. They all had horrible reactions to the monster's appearance. He was beaten by the son, the daughter fainted, and Safi ran out of the door. After they left the cottage for good, the monster burned down the cottage and showed his retaliation from his hurt feelings of rejection. The monster also retaliated against Victor by killing his younger brother because he fled from him as soon as he saw his horrible appearance and his dull yellow eye. Studies have shown that those that are rejected often act aggressively towards the rejecter and further isolate themselves from society. The monster lived in a hovel for quite some time away from everyone and had to live alone in the mountains, afraid to come in contact with anyone because of everything that he faced in the story. Rejection today consists of many things. It can be because of the way we dress, how we look, the color of our skin, how we deal with certain situations, and even because of religious practices. If we do not fit in what society deems acceptable, we are shunned and put down. In an article by LifeScience.com, they stated that bullying of children and teens is a common issue today, with 10 to 13% living with some kind of rejection by their peers. Children with social problems end up having issues in at least one of three areas in nonverbal communication: reading nonverbal cues, understanding their place in society. This is the same as the monster. He was desperately searching for his purpose and where he fit in his life, and also coming up with better options to resolve social conflict. In addition to this, those being bullied and isolated from others end up with poor grades, drop out of school, have anger issues, or can develop substance abuse problems. Rejection can also happen from family members. Children in foster care have many times been abandoned by their parents, and this also leads to feelings of anger and hurt. Many of these children become misfits and wreak havoc in society. I feel this is the main type of rejection the monster felt because Victor created him and was basically his father figure. Victor was the one person who should have loved him unconditionally, but ran away from him. It is apparent that all the monster lived through and how he dealt with his pain is proven in studies and is definitely a societal issue today. We should not be so quick to judge another human being by the way they look, how they dress, how much they weigh, or what kind of house they live in. Everyone is deserving of having love and feeling like they belong somewhere in their life. The issue of bullying and rejection needs to be solved for the sake of those being hurt and also the sake of society as a whole.